From the Forewarned Storm Center, I'm meteorologist Damian Lotus. We just finished with our first wave of winter weather here across parts of the state, but get ready for the second wave here as we head throughout the overnight hours and into your Thursday afternoon. So here's the latest. We still have the winter weather advisory for parts of central, northern, and southwestern Oklahoma. The winter storm warning continues for central, southern, and southeastern Oklahoma. It's pretty much looking like the dividing line is going to be I-44 to the north and I-35 to the south. That's where it's looking like we're going to see the highest potential for freezing rain, sleet, and snow here as we head throughout the next pretty much 24 hours here across the state of Oklahoma. Now, before we look forward, let's go ahead and look back at what we saw here for Wednesday. These are the sleet estimations here across the state of Oklahoma, and some folks saw over 1.5 inches. Some folks look like they saw over 2.5 inches of total sleet here across the state. Now, unfortunately, sleet can definitely cause some problems on the roads, bridges, and overpasses, which we have seen. We've seen lots of traffic disruptions and wrecks across parts, especially of the Oklahoma City metro. But it does look like, as forecasted, the majority of the sleet was right along the I-44 corridor into the south. And yeah, some folks saw a lot of sleet. As far as the preliminary numbers, these are going to be updated. But as of right now, looks like Tecumseh and Stratford, hey, y'all are in the lead with 1.5 inches of recorded sleet. Here for the Oklahoma City metro, we had 1 inch, but we're definitely going to see more than that here as we head throughout the overnight hours. So keep those totals coming in. We'll continue to update this map here as we head throughout the next 24 hours. So now we went from looking back. Now we're going to start to look forward at this second wave of freezing rain, ice, and sleet here across the state. So midnight tonight, we'll see that second wave developing here across parts of the state. And it looks like the second wave is really going to start to ramp up and peak right around 6 a.m. it looks like Thursday morning. And you can see right there, this is going to be widespread, pretty much a similar forecast setup to what we had on Wednesday. We'll see waves of sleet. We'll see waves of freezing rain. Now, unfortunately, with the atmospheric setup for tonight, yesterday we lucked out because we saw more sleet than we did snow or freezing rain. There were some snow flurries mixed in there towards the end, but the setup for tonight, unfortunately, is more of a freezing rain signature. So it does look like we'll see more of a freezing rain threat here as we head throughout your Thursday morning. And then by about 9 a.m., most of the freezing rain is going to start to make an easterly turn and an easterly track, starting to slowly try to clear here for the Oklahoma City metro and northern Oklahoma. So that's going to be some good news. But as we head into tonight, in addition to the dangerous driving conditions, this is going to be dangerous cold. These aren't the wind chills, y'all. These are the air temperatures for tonight. Single digits across parts of the Oklahoma Panhandle. We're going to be down to 11 degrees tonight here for the Oklahoma City metro. But as you see right there with the winds out of the north gusting over 20 miles an hour, this is what that's going to do to our overnight wind chills. We will see sub-freezing wind chills here across parts of the state. This is dangerously cold, and once again, I cannot stress this enough. Make sure you take care of your pets. Make sure they have adequate shelter with conditions like this because it is going to be very dangerous. Now, future track radar is also showing that as we head into your Thursday afternoon, right around lunchtime, hey, we're going to start to see that freezing rain pushing its way off into eastern Oklahoma. And as you look to the west, hey, it actually looks like we might start to see some sunshine peeking through the clouds. Now, here for the Oklahoma City metro, it does look like we will start to see clearing skies, but it looks like the clearing is going to happen after sunset here for the metro, and then that's going to set up for a very cold, and I mean very cold start on Friday morning. So for your highs for your Thursday afternoon, 20s, mainly below freezing here, especially if you've had any sleet. You're not going to get above freezing here as we head throughout your Thursday. So unfortunately, nothing's going to melt here on Thursday afternoon. So here's the latest projection as far as the chance of freezing rain here for tonight, your Thursday. It does look like a very similar setup to what we saw on Wednesday. It does look like the highest accumulations possible for freezing rain and ice will be along the I-44 corridor and down to the south and southeast. So right now, it does look like we could see some accumulating ice, so there will be some slick spots, some dangerous driving conditions on roads and elevated surfaces such as bridges and overpasses, and it does look like, unfortunately, we could see some power outages possible because of ice accumulations on both tree branches and power lines. So definitely going to watch that very closely for tonight. And as far as the setup for snow and sleet here for your Thursday, it does primarily look like it's going to be more of a sleet than it is going to be a snowfall here across the state. And it does look like the heaviest band this time is going to be to the north of the I-44 corridor. You can see that lighter shade of blue right there. We could see up to possibly another inch of total sleet here for some parts of the state. And tomorrow it does look like we will see more snow flurries than what I was tracking today on Wednesday. So that's what we're looking at for the snow and sleet chances. But for the winter impacts here for your Thursday, there's going to be dangerous driving conditions on the roads and bridges. So once again, if you don't have to get on the roads, if you can stay home, hey, that's going to be the best thing you can do here as we head throughout your Thursday. Wind chills, I showed them to you. They're going to be sub-freezing for some parts of the state, so very dangerous. Once again, make sure you take care of your four-legged friends. Power outages, I'm going to bump that risk up as well because we could see some freezing rain accumulation and some ice here across some parts of the state. So power lines, tree branches, it doesn't take a lot of ice accumulation on those to cause problems, so we're going to watch that. And then closures, as you've been seeing here on the bottom of your television screen and on our website, KFOR.com, multiple closures, businesses, schools. A lot of schools have gone to virtual learning. Churches have been closing here for it, so it does look like we'll see a lot of closings as well on Thursday. Could even see some closings on Friday here because as we look at your 7-day forecast, it doesn't look like we're going to get above freezing until we head into the weekend. So here's the latest. We're going to go from 11 to 21, dangerously cold on Thursday. But Thursday afternoon, the winter weather, that second wave of winter weather is going to make its way out of the state. Friday, we will get to see some sunshine poking through the clouds from time to time, but still, we're going from a dangerous 6 degrees Friday morning to only 30 Friday afternoon. Doesn't look like we're going to see above freezing temperatures until we head into Saturday afternoon, but even on Saturday, it does look like we could see another round of some winter mix here across parts of the state, but don't worry, it's not going to be anywhere near what we saw either Wednesday or what I'm forecasting for tomorrow, but we could still see a little bit more accumulation. But then, as we head into Sunday is when it's looking like we're finally going to turn the corner into better weather. We'll see sunny skies, highs in the 50s on Sunday, mid-50s on Monday, and then on Tuesday, looks like we'll see 60s and then mid-60s on Wednesday. So Sunday's when it's looking like we're finally going to turn the corner here for the Oklahoma weather. It's finally going to start to cooperate. Now, we will see some cold lows here as we head into next week, but at least the highs are going to first get above freezing and then the 50s and 60s. So there is better weather there on that 7-day plus 4 more. But in the meantime, we're still going to see some dangerous conditions here with that chance of freezing rain and ice here for your Thursday morning and a Thursday afternoon. So make sure you stay tuned for all the latest updates, and I'll keep you forewarned.